The Quest 3S, the Quest 2, the Quest 3. Which one should you buy? First of all, let's talk about the Quest 2. Now, this thing has been around since October 2020, but I think we need to talk about where we've been to where we've come to actually get a full understanding of exactly what to expect from the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. So what's so good or bad about this headset in the first place? What do you get with it? How good is it? How does it stand the test of time when it comes to the other one? So it's 4 years old, it's got the older chipset, it's got a black and white colour pass-through, it's only got 4 cameras, it's got a head strap that you're going to have to replace. And let's face it, this thing you cannot buy brand new anymore, which is probably a good reason not really to review it. But let's roll with it anyway, because I love this headset. I mean, this headset is what got me into VR in the first place. It was incredibly cheap, incredibly good value, and really set the standards of really what we're still expecting today. It's got one single LCD display and 2 Fresnel, however you want to pronounce it, lenses. The Ring, you'll get God rays. Deal with it. So what else do you actually get with it? This does have a headphone jack. It's got the ringed controllers. It's only got a 3-step adjustment when it comes to pupil distance. It's front heavy, and to play it comfortably, you do need to replace the strap and the face cover, unless you're only going to plan on playing it every so often. But this thing is no longer available to buy brand new. You'd have to buy it second-hand or refurbished to actually get hold of one. So it kind of is pointless reviewing it, but like I say, I think we need to see what we had before to where we are now. So let's talk about this one, the Quest 3S, the brand new headset that is in between the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. Mental, I know, but that is just the case of it at the moment. It sort of feels like VR has gone a little backwards, but to be honest, it's not a bad headset for the price, which is what literally everyone is saying. The strap is exactly the same as what you get on the Quest 3. Again, replaceable, and you are going to want to replace it if you're playing it for long periods. The face cover, also replaceable, just pops off. The lenses are the same type of lenses that you're getting in the old Quest 2, and the display, again, is the same. The big difference between this and the Quest 2 is the chip that you get inside it, which is the same one as you get in the Quest 3. And this one, you get colour pass-through, whereas in this one, it was black and white and very grainy. Now, the big question when it comes to me really is, why didn't they release these at the same time? It would have made a lot more sense, because this one would have been your budget model and this one would have been, well, let's face it, your Pro. But they didn't. They released this first, and then they've released this one. Now, don't get me wrong, I kind of see why they did it, because I don't imagine many people buying this one over this one. Even though the lenses in this, and we'll get into it, the lenses in this are so much better than the lenses in this. The display in this one is so much better than the display in this. But it all does come down to cost, doesn't it? This one is a lot more expensive than this one. And if you've never experienced VR before, you've got no reference point to know whether the lenses in this are any better than the lenses in this. Or the other way around, because how are you supposed to know if you knew? The lenses in this one, the Quest 3, are better than the lenses in this one. I don't think most people are going to see the difference. Not enough of a difference. And £200 extra difference, I don't think there is. Now, I've been to-ing and fro-ing from this of how I don't really like the idea of this, because it's setting VR backwards. This one should have come out first. This one should have definitely come out first. This one, I don't know where it's placed anymore. It's sort of, there's not enough of a difference, really, in the grand scheme of things if you've never used VR before. However, if you've had a Quest 2 and you weren't happy with the lenses in it, I would go for the Quest 3. However, if you've had a Quest 2 and for some reason you feel like upgrading, the colour pass-through, the better games that are coming out, maybe that's swaying you to think of upgrading, it sort of makes sense if you're happy with the lenses and you're happy with the display just get the Quest 3S. It'll save you 200 quid. You'll be able to buy more games. However, if you had a Quest 2 and you're not happy with the lenses or the display, you're probably either completely put off by VR or you're getting the Quest 3. So again, why? Why did we even bother? The Quest 3, fantastic headset. Depth sensor. I don't really know what else there is to say about it apart from the fact that it has a depth sensor and the displays are better. You're saving a lot of money if you buy this one. So there's 4 big reasons why you would go from this to this. Is you've broke it. It's gone, it's dead. You want to play the Quest 3 exclusive games like Batman and Alien and some of the others that are coming. You'll love mixed reality. You'll love the idea of it. You love playing the games that are available in mixed reality. All 5 of them. Nah, look. With this, there's going to be a lot more mixed reality games coming through because they now know that people are buying this one. This one is going to get outsold. There's no doubt about it. And that sort of makes me a little sad because I do think if you experience pancake lenses, you will know how good they are. But I don't think most people care. I think people want the same experience gaming-wise at the cheapest point. Because this is as expensive as a PlayStation 5. And you might not play it as much. This is a little bargain, isn't it? Other downsides, this compared to this one has the 3.5 jack, which honestly, you can buy an adapter. You don't need it. You just don't. This has the charging dock at the bottom, the charging point dock at the bottom, so you can dock it, which honestly, I didn't see the point in until I got a dock. And then realised, actually, how much I use it. So there is an advantage. This one has the stepless IPD as well. So if you do struggle with your eyesight, then, you know, this might make more sense. Sound quality between the two of them, nothing really. If anything, the microphone especially seems to be better on this one. The face cover on this one, you're going to need to replace. It's flimsy. It feels like it's going to break every time you take it off. Which obviously isn't that often, but, you know, if you're swapping things out, it does feel like it's about to break. This one is actually very similar to the Quest 2 face cover. There's not much difference, but you're going to, again, need a replacement. The strap on the Quest 3, again, same strap on the Quest 3S. Both, you're going to need to replace them. You just need to. This one has a fancy little button at the bottom that you can press that switches between mixed reality, so your pass-through, colour pass-through, and the weird world that Meta has made you. And this one, you just double tap the side of device and it does the same. I don't really understand the point in the button, but apparently it's all the new thing. This one has 6 cameras, or it looks like it does. This one only looks like it's got 3 cameras. I actually think, potentially, this one is a better looking headset than this one. I mean, none of them are close to the Pico 4 looks-wise, or the Vision Pro. I don't know, I can't decide which one I actually prefer the look of. I'm not gonna lie. I think they'd both be better in black. Meta likes its white, and that's it. The controllers are exactly the same. So the advantage is that all your accessories, well, I mean, you're not going to have bought the accessories for the Quest 3 and then deliberately go out and buy a Quest 3S. Well, that's the other thing. If you've bought this, there's no point in buying this. There's only idiots like me who want to try and review it that think it's a good idea to go out and spend £300 on a headset just to review it. There's literally no point. If you got this one, there is no point in upgrading to this. Like, no point. Unless you're wanting to sell this. But then why? I don't anyway. So, accessories do work with both the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S controllers. The same straps for the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S work. The face covers, no, they're a different story. You have to buy a Quest 3S face cover, so don't think that they're swappable, but the headset, the straps are. Games-wise, you can play all the same games On the Quest 3, as you can play on the Quest 3S. Again, why would you buy it? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I honestly don't. For a couple of days, I almost felt like just giving up. And you know, curling up in a ball in the corner and crying, because I honestly think this was the future. This was technically the past, but this is apparently the future, and this is the past, which means I honestly don't know what future and past we're currently in. I feel like I'm in an X-Men movie at the moment. I don't think we're going to get a Quest 4 with pancake lenses. I think we potentially will get a Quest 4, which is very similar to this one. The Fresnel, however you want to say it, lenses. I think we'll get a Quest 4 with those, because it's cheaper to make, and that is what everyone wants. Cheap, don't they? Everyone wants it to be the cheapest entry point as you can possibly get, because that makes sense, doesn't it? It does. It does. If you had a Quest 2 and you weren't happy with the lenses, you've already bought this, haven't you? And if you weren't happy with the lenses, I honestly don't know. Let me know in the comment. Let me know in the comments. Have you bought, or have you not bought either and you're sticking with the Quest 2? Because honestly, the Quest 2 is perfectly fine if it's not broken. The Quest 2 still does the majority of the stuff. You're just not going to be able to play the newer games, and eventually they will start to phase out all the new games to just work with this. So just don't go and buy, you can't go and buy it brand new, but almost don't go and buy one. If you've got one, keep using it. Don't necessarily need to upgrade unless you really want the mixed reality games. You really want the mixed reality games. Or you really want Batman. You want to be Batman. I'm Batman. Let's face it, I think even before you've watched this video, you've probably already decided which headset you're going to buy. Because I think you've probably either already bought this one, you're buying this as a second one, you have the Quest 2 and are probably thinking of upgrading to this one. And until a game comes out that you don't want, I don't think you necessarily need to buy this. But I do think eventually you're probably going to have to upgrade. But I mean, it's the same price as what you paid for originally for the Quest 2. So I would, out of the two of these, and it pains me to say it because I honestly think the lenses in this one make the headset a much better headset. I do think you should just get this one, because if you were going to get this one, unless you didn't have the money, you've probably already decided that you don't want to spend that kind of money. And this one, whereas you do get everything about this headset in this headset, apart from a tiny couple of little things, as well as the lenses, which you won't have experienced unless you've tried this headset. If you've tried this headset, then and you like the lenses, you're not going to get the same experience with these lenses. But if you have had the Quest 2 and you haven't experienced the pancake lenses, I would just go with this one. I honestly would. I don't know anymore the answer apart from this one is very, very, very cheap compared to this one, which is just now, I think it's dead. I think it's been killed, and the depth sensor along with it. I think it's the end of pancake lenses at a reasonable price. I think when the next one of these with pancake lenses comes out, you're going to be talking over $1,000, like the Quest Pro was. That is just the theory I have. I think the theory I have on this one, the reason it has pancake lenses, and it's not because of the Quest Pro, I honestly think they released this one after the Pico 4 came out with pancake lenses and sort of panicked, thinking that the pancake lenses in the Pico 4 were way better than the lenses in this, which they are. But then they didn't remember that they had a massive exclusive library where they've bought a ton of games and, you know, killed some of them and done other questionable things. But you can't really argue with the fact that I personally think pancake lenses are going to be a, how do I put it? pancake lenses are going to be a luxury for very, very expensive headsets, and normal headsets for the £200 to £300 to £400 are just going to have the normal Fresnel lenses, because I can't say whatever it is. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you aren't subscribed already, consider it, because, you know, I don't really know why. It helps my ego. Again, crying corner, balled up, if you don't. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye. Why, Meta, why? Oh, shit, I was still recording.